This podcast is brought to you by Saturn, the company that's rethinking everything. With 137 standard safety features and up to 442 highway miles on a single tank, the Saturn Vue Compact Crossover
Welcome everyone to this edition of the Yoga Amazing Video Podcast. I'm Chaz and I'm your host, and I'm running in to teach a class. Well, actually I'm going to teach a Yoga for Runners class. Well, why? Well, I got an email here from Allison and she says, Chaz, thank you for the fantastic Yoga Amazing podcast. Do you have any advice on a series of poses or specific poses that would be helpful for runners? Yes, I do. And actually through the help of one of my yoga students who comes actually to my studio, she's probably in her late 40s, and she is an avid runner, big-time runner, lots of marathons. In fact, she ran in a marathon in Washington, D.C. a while back, and she shaved 45 minutes off of her time. And I even asked her, I said, did you say 4 or 5 minutes? Which would have been great altogether. But she says, no, Chaz, 45 minutes. So yoga is truly something that's beneficial to help runners because it's going to enable you to stretch your body out properly, and it's going to enable you to make sure that, it's going to prevent injury. It's going to help to help yourself. That's the great thing about yoga. It can help you in so many ways, mentally and physically. So thank you, Allison, for your email. And if you have an idea for an upcoming class, please send it to me, chaz@yogaamazing.com. Please keep any emails firing at me because I get lots of questions, and I help as much as I can. I'll point you in different directions to where you can go to. And Twitter, I've got Twitter, so you can Twitter me about upcoming. I'll Twitter you about upcoming classes, so you want to know, you're going to find out, and about upcoming events and things of that nature. Lots of fun things coming up. And please leave your feedback in iTunes as well, as it's I very much appreciate it. Now remember, as we go through today's class, to breathe, relax, and have fun in this edition of the Yoga Amazing Video Podcast. Open up your knees and bring it into child's pose. Stretch your arms out and bring your forehead to the floor. Just use these first few moments of class to allow yourself to become present and to breathe the Ujjayi breath. That's where we inhale deeply through the nose, hollow the throat, expand the chest and lungs, and then exhale the breath deeply through. As a runner, the Ujjayi breath is very powerful. And as you're running, you can work on doing the Ujjayi breath. As you inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. By breathing this way, it's going to enable you to have more oxygen to the body and more blood flow. Thus, a lot of times when you get to a certain point when you run, you hit you start hitting your wall, your burnout stage. But if you can practice this deep breathing, it can help you to even go further on your distance before you start feeling your body wear down. So deep breathing as you run will be very beneficial to giving you more blood flow and energy to increase your distance and helping you to maintain your running as you go through your own personal running or even a marathon. And from here, let's bring it up. Let's dig our toes into the mat. And of course, downward facing dog. So let's flatten our palms, spread our fingers, bend your knees slightly, push back. Have the heels behind the feet, deep in the breath. Again, if your heels don't touch the floor, it just means your heels don't touch the floor. It's not the end of the world. It just means your heels don't touch the floor. Like I always say, I have tight hamstrings. I'm as real of a person as it gets, and I just have to deal with it as well. So just hang out here, breathe and open. It's all we're going to do here at the very beginning. It's just allow the body to awaken. Then drop to your knees. Sit on your bottom. Drop your bottom between the heels. And take your hands to the floor, fingertips forward, get a nice little quad stretch, walk the hands back slightly, lift into the heart, drop the head. forward, hands forward, toes in the mat, back into downward facing dog. We're doing this little sequence twice. Again, deepen the breath, open yourself up, challenge yourself, but honor where you are with your body today. Just be present. Find out where you are in today's class and go there. Just listen to your body. Again, drop to your knees, bottom between the heels, slide the hands back slightly, and again, lift into the heart, drop the head, nice little quad stretch here. And again, come forward, take it back into down dog as we continue our journey forward. And from here, let's bring our right leg into the air, roll the hip, push back. And let's bring our right knee through for a lunge, a runner's lunge. Little variations right here now. So let's firm up our back leg, deepen our breath. Get that stretch on that back leg. If you want to work on your bottom as well, this is a good one too. Now from here, take your right hand to the inside of the right foot. And you can drop that knee if you'd like, but keep your toes dug into the mat and drop it open. Now, you can stay here, dropping that leg open. You're coming onto the little part of the foot, the little toe. Now, if you can go down, go down. The one thing we're going to work on here in the sequence of poses is within the hip area. Working on those hips for sure as a runner. Working on the ITs. As well, we want to cover all the areas that a runner needs. And then from here, you're going to walk it back to a down dog, just for a brief moment. And then from here, we're going to bring the left foot forward, bring it into a lunge. Again, firm up that back leg, deepen the breath. You're going to drop that knee, take the hands to the inside of that leg, or if you want, you can keep that leg up, just depending on where you're going. You can stay here. If you have the flexibility and the openness in your hips, drop your leg open, drop the leg open, and then go down as far as you can. If you can come down to your forearms, that's cool. If you have to stay up here, that's fine. Most importantly, listen to your body. It doesn't matter where I am. What matters is where you are. So don't allow the ego to come in. Because if you try to do maybe where I am right now, you may injure yourself, and that's the last thing I want, because if you're a runner, I don't want to get emails saying, Chaz, I wasn't able to run because I overstretched. That's not what I want, okay? I want you just to be present with where you are. That's yoga. And then from here, you're going to bring yourself back into a lunge. Stay here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swing it up and rotate over with hands to the hips. All right? Standing wide leg spread. Keep the hands on the hips for this first version. We're going to do 2 of these. Inhaling. And as you exhale, drop it down. Firming up the feet, evenly distributing your weight. Don't push to the outside of the foot. Firmly grounding down evenly in your feet. Front of the legs drawing up. Spread the sits bones. Draw it in, lengthen the spine, drop it in from the hips. Come halfway up, interlock your fingers behind the back. Big inhale, lift into the heart. And as you exhale again, bring it down, bring the arms up and over. And then slowly release the hands to the hips. Take your hands to the floor, rotate back to the front, and go to down dog. Stay here and breathe. From here, drop to your knees. We're going to be doing a thread the needle. So take a great big inhale. And as you exhale, take your arm through and bring the other arm up. Oh, one of my favorite poses. It just feels awesome. Remember, inhaling and exhaling, twisting deeper. Use that arm on the floor to give you leverage to twist it open even more. Release. Back to the center. Inhale. And as you exhale, rotate to the other side. Same thing. Remember, making sure that you're putting the pressure on the shoulder, not the neck. Using that arm as leverage on the floor to twist deeper into the pose. Release. Bring it back to the center. And from here, one more down dog. Push it back. Of course, we can't forget this pose. This is a huge pose to do for runners. So, of course, we're going to do the pigeon. So let's bring the right leg into the air. Roll the hip. Push it back. Right knee comes through. Lift into the heart. And keep that toe dug into the mat. And as you exhale, I want you just to drop it out onto the floor. Now I'm going to stay up so I can talk to you. Now you want to breathe, inhale, exhale, sink. Don't lean to either side. Feel your body, the prana, the breath, the life force. Feel you. And as you exhale, you sink evenly into the mat. Just like if you're floating on a wave, just sink, relax, and melt. Okay? The breath is the wave, the ocean. Just let it carry you away. Now slowly bring yourself up. Hold the asana, the pose. And now we're going to get another quad stretch here. So you're going to take your leg, your left leg, pull it in, and you're going to look over your left shoulder. Keep your hand out front for balance. You can definitely feel that on the quad. It's definitely an intense stretch. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Good. Slowly release, and let's go back to down dog. And let's bring the left leg into the air, roll the hip, push back. Left knee comes through. Keep your right toes dug into the mat, lift into the heart. And as you exhale, again, lay it out. Breathe and relax. Same thing here. Breathe, inhale, expand, exhale, sink, melt. Allow the pose to find its way within you. Remember, think of the ocean wave. Just relax. Let the breath be the wave and just carry you away. And just allow your body to open, because we carry so much tension. We carry so much tension and baggage from our daily lives and our hips. We've got to learn to release it and let it go. And that's where, through our yoga practice and this asana, we're able to do so. And then slowly bring it up. Same thing. You're going to take your right hand, grab your right foot, depending, I know you may be opposite of me, so whichever leg you got, and then pull that leg in and look over the right shoulder. Deepen the breath. and then slowly release and down dog. And from here, drop to your knees, go to child's pose. Slowly bring yourself up, crisscross your legs, sit on your bottom, and let's bring it into butterfly pose, Baddha Konasana. Again, a great pose in general and a great pose for runners. Take your hands around your feet, peel your feet apart. Lengthen the spine, squeeze your bottom into the floor like you're trying to squeeze your mat. Squeeze the floor muscles, think of the Mula Bandha. Draw the navel in and see if you can pull yourself forward a little bit. But peel your feet apart like you're reading a book. The world's greatest foot novel. That's what we're reading right now. Lengthen the knees, drop the knees, and just, again, go where you can go. Slowly release, crisscross your legs, inhaling, and as you exhale, twist looking over the shoulder. And release, back to the center, crisscross the other way. Inhale, and exhale. Release back to the center, feet forward. We're going to be doing a sliding board pose, the full-blown sliding board, a little bit more intense. Fingers forward, hands slightly behind you, toes are forward, inhaling. And as you exhale, lift the hips, drop the head, feet flat, and don't sink. Don't let this sink. I want you to lift, drop the head, deepen the breath. And then slowly release. Drop your bottom to the floor, and then bring yourself to lying on your back. Squeeze your legs in, big hug, rock and roll side to side. And from here, take your feet to the edge of your mat for windshield wiper. Great stretch here on the outer leg for the IT bend, so drop your right knee towards your left foot. Left knee points to the ceiling. Right knee up, left knee down. Again, left knee up and right knee down. Right knee up, left knee down. Bring it back to the center. Squeeze your legs in. Big hug. Forehead to the knees. And grab your feet. Bug pose. Flatten your tailbone, your spine, and your neck. Shins vertical. Breath deep. And squeeze your legs in. Forehead to the knees. And arms to a T. Legs to the right. Look to the left. And roll to the left, look to the right. Back to the center, squeeze it in. And then stretch it out on the floor for Shavasana, the resting pose. Arms to your side, palms open, and just relax it in and sink. And just allow these next few moments to completely dissolve, as I was saying earlier. Just imagine your yoga mat is a raft and you're floating on the ocean. The gentle waves and the breeze carry you away. And you just get to relax and soak it all in. Enjoy the wave and enjoy the wave and the beauty of what this yoga class has brought to you today. It's like a wave. No wave is the same. It will always change. But the rhythm and the flow is always there. So find your rhythm, find your flow. And just allow yourself to be at peace and quiet for these next few minutes. And just enjoy the serenity of the yoga class you've given yourself today. Relax and breathe it in. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.